Before we start this video, a thank you is due to Sad Man Baseball. I tweeted out that we were open to video suggestions, and his reply popped this idea into our heads, so go check out his channel. He currently only has one video, but it's seriously like one of the best debut videos out there. Now, without further ado, let's get started. People have loved baseball for the last 150 years. It's known as America's pastime, and its fans have a deep love for the game. Baseball fans love when it shows up in anything, even if it's incorrectly referenced in a movie or something.
Batter up! You're on deck!
Yeah, and that's not really how it works. But the game has unique qualities that create the appeal it has. It has plenty of things no other sport has that's built up the game. So let's put it into words exactly why baseball is great, something many baseball fans may struggle to articulate.
It's out of here! Bartolo has done it! The impossible has happened!
For about 6 or 7 months straight, there's a baseball game on practically every day. Day in and day out, you can either watch your favorite team or whatever matchup interests you on that day. Baseball seems to always be there during good times and bad, with something fresh every single day. With that long season, of course, Major League Baseball's playoff teams truly earned a spot to be there by earning their spots over 162 games. And because there are so many games, anyone can beat anyone. In football, the best teams lose 3 or 4 games a year. In baseball, the best teams lose 60 or 70 games a year. It's not just the MLB, most organized baseball players understand the grind of the sport. The workload chews people up and spits them out since it's a very difficult game to master to begin with. Look at Michael Jordan, one of the greatest athletes who ever lived, couldn't even crack the big leagues. Now when you complain about your team's 1 for 20 backup bench outfielder, just know he's better at baseball than Michael Jordan. Guess you could say Space Jam was based on a true story. There's a strong sense of community in baseball. Now more than ever, the players know each other from a young age across all levels. Cody Bellinger and Christian Yelich embracing their MVP race and supporting each other is a great example of that. Baseball fans have a similar sense of community, whether it be for a team or league-wide. And both fun conversations and healthy disagreements are able to be had among rational baseball fans more than most other sports. Baseball fans know they're in the minority compared to football fans, so when people who love baseball find out about that common interest, it becomes an easy topic of conversation for someone else who gets it. As for play itself, there's a crucial aspect of the games baseball has that no other sport has that, at least for me, is one of the best aspects of the game. Think about it this way. In basketball, if the Warriors are down by 2 with 1 second left in the finals, they could put the ball in Steph Curry's hands to take the final shot. If the Angels have bases loaded 2 outs down by 1 against Aroldis Chapman and Mike Trout is 3 batters away, they can't put Mike Trout up in that spot. Baseball forces unlikely heroes to do their part, and I love that. The thrill from celebrating a big moment coming from someone you'd never see it coming from is amazing. Perfect example of this, Aaron Boone. Before the current Yankees manager was starring in John Boy videos, he played for the Yankees in Game 7 of the ALCS against the Red Sox. Leading off in the 11th inning, he was famously told by his manager, just hit a single to get a rally started. What happened?
Inning, leading by 3 as Boone hits it to deep left. That might send the Yankees to the World Series.
Whoa! Didn't see that coming.
Another example, when Dwight Gooden went to the Yankees, he was thought to be at the end of the road in his career. Slated to start against the Mariners one night in 1996, there were rumors that if he struggled that night, it could be his last start ever. Yeah, the buzz was that negative surrounding him. That night, against the Ken Griffey Jr. and A-Rod-led Mariners, Dwight Gooden threw a no-hitter. On a night where people wondered if it could very well be his last, that's awesome. By the way, the Yankees didn't sponsor this video, it's just a coincidence both of those examples were Yankee related. For how often baseball gets made fun of for being, quote, boring, people who pay attention to it know there's a lot more fun in the game than people think. Adrian Beltre doing his thing, Javi Baez hitting lefty in a game, the Little League Classic, Players Weekend, the list goes on. The All-Star Games even balanced a fun atmosphere for the players while also being a real competitive game, something most other All-Star Games can't say. And Turn Ahead the Clock deserves a mention while we're on this subject, even though it's now over 20 years ago. Baseball is very analytical, not just in the new senses of spin rate and launch angle. It's a very calculated sport, figuring out what pitch is coming, knowing what to throw a batter, shifts, being a manager and knowing what relievers to use. Baseball is so strategy driven. It's like watching a bunch of guys play chess while also being able to launch a ball 400 feet at any given moment. Not only that, baseball's been spreading. Already a very global game, granted not as much as soccer, Major League Baseball is expanding to play games internationally to grow the sport. International baseball is really fun. I've been lucky enough to attend a World Baseball Classic game in person, and I've never been to any atmosphere like it. Watch the next World Baseball Classic because the previous one was really good. It's not even just internationally, as Omaha and next year the site of the Field of Dreams cornfield in Iowa have been getting in on the action. The point is, baseball exists all around the world now. Players have broke into the league in recent years from South Africa, Honduras, Ireland, and Lithuania, not places people typically associate with baseball. So now more than ever, America's national pastime is being shared with the entire world. And I, for one, am all for it. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed, slap a like, subscribe, comment, any of those things. You know how YouTubers ask for your support at the end of the video, even though it's not mandatory, obviously. But yeah, thanks again for watching, and hope to see you again soon. Thanks.